Hey all, just thought I would do a quick video to share with you a little gem in my collection of succulents. This is a first for me, guys. Look at that. Here we have Gymnocalycium. I always forget the name. Hold on, let me check the Mihanovichii. And look at what it's doing. Look at that. Do you see that flower bud? Do you see that flower bud? I am literally dying with anticipation. I have tried to grow this plant, I believe, 2 or 3 times before, and every time I've killed them. This is the first time I've managed to keep it alive. It's grown maybe half an inch or so in width, and look at that. It's going to bloom. So what did I learn is the secret to growing these well, guys. After extensive research, because I just had to figure out why I keep killing this poor plant, I realized I was not watering it enough, which seems counterintuitive for a cactus, right? Because you think cactus, they don't need much water, but these guys, okay, they grow in tropical places, from what I understand. I can't remember exactly. I think South America somewhere. And they actually need more water, more consistent watering than normal, okay? So I've been watering this plant once a week, pretty much, year round. And it's growing under my trusty Sansi light that I love. And it's about to bloom. And oh, the only other thing I could say I did differently, I suppose, is I made the soil a little more water retentive than I would normally do for a cactus. So it has a little more soil, I suppose, which I think includes peat moss, in there, and some volcanic rock. And it's happy. I mean, look at the color on that thing. Isn't that amazing? I just think they're so pretty. So yeah, guys, when it finally blooms, I will post another video to give you an update on, I have no idea what color the flower will be. My dog's harassing me. You see that? I have no idea what color the flower will be, but I'm sure I'm going to love it. So yeah, it's taking its sweet time growing its bud, but we'll see. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. My little brain cactus. That one is a bit tricky as well. I'm always afraid I'm gonna kill it. It's one of my dream plants. I finally found it by just happened to bump into one day at Sheridan Nurseries here in Ontario. So yeah, guys, look at that. I'm trying to grow cactus from seed. That is from a seed, but I think it has thrips, and I keep spraying it. The thrips would go away, and then they come back and damage the poor plant. I mean, look at that. Oh, so sad. But I have another one, but that's a corkscrew type cactus, you know, that spirals when it's older. I don't know if that one's gonna make it, but there's another one at the far end over there. So hopefully it will do well. Maybe I'll show you. See my TV. Look at that bloom. Do you see that bloom, guys? Sorry, I'm all stuffy. That's from this beauty right there. This beautiful aloe. Don't ask me the name. Can't remember. I am really bad at remembering cactus and succulent names. But yeah, it blooms like all the time. Literally, it gets rid of one flower spike and sends up another. So I think it's a Sansi light, to be honest. And obviously I've learned a lot more than I used to know about growing cactus and succulents, getting the right soils for them, etc. I'll just do a quick run through. See my jade. So I've got this beautiful aloe in the same pot as the jade. 2 different kinds of jades are in there. You have one of my beauties right here. And my obsession with all things Echeveria. You can see some I know the name, some I don't, because some I've gotten from collectors on Facebook. Others I've just gotten them at Home Depot. This is a recent acquisition. What's it called? Echeveria, let's see. Unguiculata. Don't quote me on names, guys. I can't pronounce some of these names, but look at that gorgeous thing. It's got really dark leaves with a lot of white powder on them. And this one, you can see it's still new. I haven't even bothered to repot them. I've only had them for maybe 2 weeks or so, almost 2 weeks. Echeveria elegans Ace. See that beauty? I'm not sure if they'll stay where they are here. I think I might give them a little more light, to be honest. These lights are good. Don't ask me the name. I can't remember. Just some lights I got off Amazon. And they're pretty good. But I feel like I might want to bring this especially under the Sansi light, so the color, the rose color edges show up more. And, you know, another Echeveria that I've had for years. Honestly, I don't remember what year I got this. I think it's 2022, but I could be wrong. Or 2021. I don't remember. But I got this teeny little thing from Home Depot. It was very, very tiny. And I grew it into this beauty. And you can see one of my prides and joy right here. That is, let's see if I remember, Haworthia something. Guys, like I said, I'm really bad. I've had that one for a long time as well. Let's see if my label tells me anything of use. Oh, here we go. Haworthia Cooperi. Or Cooperia, I don't know. 2021, I got this from Vandermeer's. And it was just obviously one little scrawny plant. And look at it. I've transplanted it several times over the years. And it's obviously loving me. This plant actually likes a lot of water, strangely. Could be the soil, that because I'm so paranoid of root rot, guys. I put a lot of drainage material in the soil. Like I mix my own. I don't just use soil out of a bag. I always amend it with different things like pumice and gravel and all kinds of stuff. So, because this had root rot once, which was like, I was like crying going, no. And I could tell it needs water again. See, this is how I tell when I need water. I literally just squeeze leaves now. I don't just look at the plant. I squeeze leaves, and if the outer leaves are soft, I water. So I'm going to have to water that. Oh, and here's another Haworthia Cooperii, which I need to literally remove from this planter. Because this baby here that I love, what is that? Oh, there we go. Haworthia coartata. Good grief, the names, eh? That's what that is. You can see it's making babies at the bottom. I love it. It has grown quite a lot for me. All that is new growth. And I think I got that 2 years ago, or maybe a year. Who knows? Here's I don't know what that is. I got this from Home Depot years ago. It's massive. For comparison, I can show you. Here's my hand. Here's a plant. It's a big plant. I think it's some sort of Haworthia hybrid, or maybe a Haworthia. Who knows? Or aloe and a Haworthia crossed. I'm thinking, because it's got the teeth like an aloe, but they're not as big as, say, the teeth on that one. And look at that teddy bear. I love this. I've had that for a long time as well, guys. See, just to gauge the size, right? They're pretty big. Those are 8-inch pots, 10-inch pots, yes. And I've combined them into one pot on occasion because it was too many plants to have separate. That is a 12-inch pot back there, just so you can get an idea of how big these things are. Here's another Haworthia that is in need of water. When I touch it, the leaves are soft. It's softer than normal, so I need to water this beauty. Look at that. Love it. And this is some sort of aloe. I don't know which one. There's probably a label in there somewhere. I think I got this from, look at that. Isn't that incredible? I love it. It's got blue and it's got all these teeth or whatever they are all over. Had that one for a while as well. This plant, don't know what it is, but it's red at the back. There should be a label somewhere buried. I think I got, oh, see the leaves fall off if you touch it too much. There we go. Anacampseros rufescens. There we go. No idea. When the leaves drop, I just drop them back in there. You can see it's trailing. Guys, I have fallen in love with succulents. And don't tell my tropical plants, but I think I might love the succulents even more. Yeah, I think they're beautiful. Here's my slowly recovering jade plant. I haven't quite figured this one out yet, although I think we're making progress because you can see the new growth down in the center there. See the red tip? It's looking normal. I think it was not getting enough water, so I gave it a soil mix that retains a lot more water. And it's starting to give out normal looking growth, so I'm hopeful. I can't remember the name of this, guys. Do you? Let's see. What is that? No idea. I'm sure you guys know what this is. It's not hard to find. I see it. Maybe not in your big box stores, but I do see it in nurseries. I've had it for a while. It got root rot last year. I repotted it, grew back into this beauty. So you can gauge the size. There you go. It's pretty big. My collection of, uh-oh, I just went blank. What do you call this? Oh, guys, you know what it is. I can't remember. What is that? Dracaena. I think they renamed them Dracaena, but everybody used to call him mother-in-law's tongue. Anyway, let's just call him their new name. Dracaena or Dracaena. Plants, I collected the ones I've always wanted. It took me forever to find these because Home Depot was always out of stock, always. But I bought two and I finally bumped into them, finally. So there's two in that pot there, and then there's this one. I don't know the names, guys, and there's this beauty. Oh, look at that. So pretty. Here's another pot of Haworthia. Here's a variegated one. You can see this one right there. Look at that, guys. Ooh, it's hard to get a shot with the, look at that. Isn't that pretty? I don't know what this is, but look at that. It's blooming. One gigantic stalk. Oh, here. And this one's blooming now. This one here. And basically it's taken over the pot, like half the pot almost. And you have this big beauty back here. Basically what I do, guys, I go to Home Depot every other week or so. Every 2 weeks, once a month at least. See what they've got that's different than what I have. And if I like it, I buy it. Yeah. Oh, there's another type of Dracaena or snake plant, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. This one requires a lot more water than I'm giving it. You can see it's already wrinkling at the bottom. It's a strange plant, but I love it. Love it. It's grown these two leaves, I believe, for me. Maybe that one. I think I got it when this leaf was like halfway. And it's grown this one and that one. And I only had it for, let's see, October. Yeah. This one, I've been abusing it. I am so sorry. Whatever this is, it's another type of snake plant. I need to repot it, guys. It is so dehydrated. Poor thing. Look at it. It's really cute, though. I think it's going to be gorgeous once I figure out what it, you know, give it the pot at once. This was a gift. That's what happened to, I mean, I don't hate it, but it doesn't excite me. It's just there. This one is just a find, and, you know, I got a Home Depot. I don't love it, but it's okay. You know, I might chuck it one day or give it away. Doesn't excite me. I've decided I don't keep plants that don't excite me. Let's start at the back. Back here we have the gigantic aloe with really big teeth. And yes, these teeth are, they will cut you. They are sharp as ever. I've had this aloe forever. It's making babies now. See that at the bottom? Needs to be repotted into the pot that it's sitting inside of. Yeah, it needs a much bigger pot, and I need to stake it because it's heavy and big. And the pot's too small, so it's falling over. And here we have another collection of snake plants. Dracaenas. I don't know their individual names, guys. I got these from Home Depot, I think. Little babies are repotted into this. And they're growing very well. This one seems to be unhappy more than the other two because it seems to want a lot of water. A lot of water. But it's doing fine, you know, it's surviving. Despite my not watering it as much as it would like. Here we have, can't remember the name, but I've had this forever. Yeah, I've had this forever, guys. I've thrown away half of it, repotted it recently because it was looking too big and messy and everything. So I was underwatering it for the longest time. So the leaves will be like flat like this. See that? The leaves are not so, ooh, okay, that leaf's not doing well. Anyway, the leaf is not supposed to be thin and flat like that. It's supposed to be like that. So you see, I've finally gotten the hold of watering. See that? There we go. Can't remember the name. It'll come back to me eventually, but I've had that for probably 5 years or more. But like I said, I recently, it was in a pot about 3 times the size, and I threw away the old bits and I refreshed it by planting the newer pieces because it grows pretty fast for me. You can see there's some babies down there already. Here we have the crassula. I call it a necklace plant. Which crassula? There's so many crassulas. I think it's rupestris. I think I got a Home Depot. No labels, of course, to tell you what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's crassula rupestris. And it's growing very well. Literally, I water it when the leaves feel softer than they are now. That's about it. You can see the soil is very well draining because I do know those could get root rot pretty easily. Let's go back here. There's another baby. I grew that from seed, guys. See that? I grew that from seed. That is my, what's it called? Oh, Syria spiralis, maybe? Anyway, it's a spiral cactus, guys. I am praying. This one seems to be doing well. But I have to watch out because thrips sneak in on me sometimes. Even on these baby plants. So, yeah. Been growing this for probably 10 months or something. Yeah. I decided to try seeds because it's just fun, you know. And something new. So let's see how it goes eventually. I think I sowed these like June of last year or something like that. Yeah, I ordered the seeds online. And here we are, one of my dream plants that I got for like $10, guys. It was much, much tinier. It's a little offset that a lady at one of the cactus and succulent shows I went to last summer, she was just selling it. I was like, is that really $10? Because guys, you know if you know, right? Haworthia truncata, right? Right? Haha. These guys are expensive. So when I saw $10, I was like, give it to me. I need it. And I have grown it into this little beauty, guys. Look at it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. You can tell when I'm paranoid about a plant, I want it to live so bad. I planted in this stuff, which of course is escaping my brain what it's called. But it's basically volcanic. I think it's volcanic rock or a clay rock or something that's from Japan. Anywho, it's planted in this stuff and it's loving it. I water that thing a lot because this stuff doesn't hold water for a long, long time, which is good. And how I know it needs water, I literally just squeeze. That's my new thing. I squeeze. If the leaves are softer, I water. If they're firm, I don't water. Simple. Same thing with my dream beauty over here. Haworthia. Guys, like I said, I can't remember. I should know this because I think this is the variegated version, okay, this one, of that one, right? I think so. But in any case, I got this at the show last year as well. Limnifolia, I think. Variegata. Let's go with that. That sounds good. So this is what this beauty is, guys. It's planted in this special clay again. Yep. Loves it. I know these guys are prone to root rot. I actually got this plant with half a root. Literally just half a root. That's all it had. And the seller comforted me and talked me into buying it, saying, don't worry, I'm sure you can root it. Guys, this thing is so rooted into this pot. Look at that. It is firmly rooted. Firmly. And I got this last July. I am in love. It is growing gangbusters. And look what it's doing with the color. Look at the color. Do you see that gorgeous thing? Look at that leaf. Oh, talk about variegation. Yes. And of course, it's under a Sansi. Guys, Sansi? Yes. You need yourself some Sansi lights. Yes, you do. And let's see this beauty right here. Don't ask me what it is. I'm just guessing because anything from Home Depot rarely ever has a label, guys. But I know it's some kind of aloe, you know, some kind of really pretty aloe that blooms all the time. You can see it's blooming, sending up another spike. Literally, it sends up a spike seems like every other month or something. But isn't that beautiful? Look at that. The edge. Look at it. And it's got the little teeth all over. Guys, this thing has tripled in size for me. And I bought this last summer. Tripled in size. Loves. I put in a deep pot because it's got long roots. And it seems to be very happy. Here's my oldest. I think that's the oldest Haworthia I have. Or one of the oldest. Or at least me and it never really got along for the longest while because I never watered it enough and the soil, it just didn't like it. But now you can see, compared the outside to the new leaves, I think I've got it. I think I've got it, guys. Yes, it's similar to that one, but it's not the same plant. Definitely not the same plant. Doesn't have the same growth habit or anything of the sort, and the leaves look different. Whatever it is, we're getting somewhere. Here we have another crassula. Found that one at Home Depot. So I did my research. I think, don't quote me, but I think it's Crassulactia iPhone or something like that, or Aton, I don't know, something like that. But almost killed it from lack of water. Yeah. What I'm learning, guys, some succulents actually love water, some don't. You got to figure it out yourself, right? So anyway, I transferred it, rerouted what's left of it, what was left of its body, and it's growing gangbusters all of a sudden, so I'm happy. This one as well, another Home Depot Echeveria something, don't know. We're still trying to figure out each other. The edges of the leaves don't always look the best. See that? But I think we're improving because the new leaves have more color and they look better than the old ones. So let's go with we're getting to where we need to be. And that in a nutshell, guys, is my collection of succulents. There's a big cactus back there. I just have it because it reminds me of not to go to the store and just buy anything. Because when I bought that gray, whatever that is, ghost cactus, I have no idea, guys. But don't be fooled, it's very prickly amongst all that fuzz. But it is over 2 feet tall. Look at that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing, honestly. But anyway, I've staked it because it was, you know, tipping over in this little pot that it's in. You can see how tiny the pot is compared to the cactus. But I bought that from Home Depot a few years ago, and I thought it was just going to be a little round cactus. Well, as you can see, I'm very wrong. This thing towers. Okay. I mean, well, that one's probably going to outdo it. Okay. What do you call this again? I'm forgetting names of things, guys. Like a euphorbia something. That's a euphorbia. This one. The leaves start out green and they go to this lovely burgundy color. Right? And that's a euphorbia. I bought this when it was a nub like that. Like this. at a nursery. Euphorbia something. Let's see. Fruticosa. Let's go with that. Euphorbia fruticosa. I might have to stake that because it's heavy. It's a heavy plant and it's leaning on my other plants back there. And I don't like this euphorbia, guys. I love the pattern, but I hate the way it grows and it's driving me nuts. I'm probably gonna get rid of it. I can't take it. And then there's this one back there, kind of being buried. I don't know what it is, honestly. I just bought it years ago and it grew into this long, whatever that is. No idea. Maybe it's a mammillaria something. But if you guys know what it is, tell me, because I certainly don't know. Look at it. It's an interesting plant. See that? It's got a new growth at the tip right there. I was hoping it would be flowering, but it's not. And guys, that's it for in a nutshell. Well, excuse me. This plant, I don't love it. I just don't have the heart to throw it away. I think it's some kind of kalanchoe something. It's a kalanchoe. I know that because I get it from a Canadian Tire years ago. I just don't love the way it grows. It needs a repot, but I'm like, I think I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeah. Anywho, that's my collection of cacti and succulents, guys. Now, these are the specialties. The extra specialties, guys. We will get to these in another video. I hate to tell you, but there's actually more. Let's go. Let's like a meander, guys. Ignore my new computer box. Yeah. Do you see what I mean? I got a problem. I love plants. I do. Do you see that, guys? I've had some of these for, we're talking years, okay? I grew these guys here from seed. Yes, I did. The mother plant flowered and she threw seed and I kept them. And I grew these. I don't even know how many there are. I think it's a feather cactus. They weren't getting enough light, so they stretched. Now they're getting enough light. But yes, there's a lot more cactus. There's a lot more cactus, guys. Anywho, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. God bless. Grow some succulent and cactus, guys. They are beautiful. Okay? They are beautiful. This baby here, before I go, I've had this plant for like 8 years or something. It just keeps growing and longer. It's some kind of I don't know, mammillaria, I thought, but I have no idea. All I know is she's gold and she's fat. That's what I know. See that? Look at that. Zoom in on that thorny beauty. See that, guys? Ooh, I wish it'd flower. I think it'd be pretty. But anywho, that's it, guys. Have a good one. Maybe one day I'll get into details about these plants a little more. They're in very big pots because I had them for a long time. All right, guys. Bye-bye. Take care. Next time. See you soon.